Welcome to this week's episode of Sana Animam Fitness. This week I have something a little bit different for you guys. I've been working on a project where I'm incorporating some chair exercises into workouts. I have some friends and some clients who have some lower body issues and they need to not be on their feet but still want to get a good workout. So I decided to share that with you this week. Plus, as you can see, I'm taking a little bit of a trip into outer space. We have some things going on in our studio, and I decided rather than redo the set, we'll just take a little trip. So today's workout is going to be partly chair, partly standing up. Both modes can be done with any of the movements that we're going to do, and I will show you how. So you will need a set of light dumbbells and a sturdy chair, not a folding chair. Your water bottle and a towel if you like. So gather those things and meet me back here and we'll get started. All right, starting out like we always do, we're going to warm up a little bit. So first we're going to start warming the arms. We're going to do a cross arm swing. So first right over left, then left over right. Not moving your lower body at all. You can do this standing if you prefer. You don't have to do these seated. But I will give you a little bit of a hint. Doing them seated is more of a challenge. Okay, now as we're warming up, we're going to add a little bit of marching with our legs. So we're going to lift our knees and swing our arms. You saw me mess up there. A little bit like walking and chewing gum. 10 seconds left in this movement. 3, 2, and 1. Now here's a good one. This turns out to be a real quadricep burner. Jumping jacks. You know, pretty easy when you're standing up. So here you go. In the chair, you're going to start with your hands down by the side. Out and back, out and back, out and back. Make sure you're sitting on the edge of your chair so that you're not going to fall. Not so far out of the edge that you slide off either. That wouldn't be good. Okay. We got 10 seconds left. And you can see at this point, your thighs are starting to burn. A really, really good warm up. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to warm up our hip flexors a little bit. So turn to the side of your chair, and you can hold on if you want to. So we're going to come down and stretch this part of our leg. I don't want you to lean back. I want you to keep your back straight, but stretch this part of your leg, and we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. We're 15 seconds in already. If you want a little more stretch, move your leg back a little bit more. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to switch sides, because you always want to do both sides. So shift over to the other side. Move this leg back so that your hip flexor is stretched out. And here we go. 30 seconds. Again, if you want a little more of a stretch, you can move that leg back further. If it's pulling too much, you can move it forward a little bit. But work on getting, sometimes you can find after it's been there for a few seconds, you can stretch it out a little more. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So that concludes our warm-up. Grab a bottle of water and your towel and your dumbbells. Meet me back here for the workout. All right, all ready to get into that workout. We're going to start with a jog with our feet and a shoulder press. And you can see you want to press straight up with those dumbbells. If dumbbells are too heavy or you don't have them, just do it with your fists. Keep those legs going. In order to keep the legs going and the arms going up and down, you're going to have to tighten your tummy up. Let's get those core muscles engaged. Keep those dumbbells going right straight up. Lock your arms out at the top. Got 15 seconds left. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. You can see what a burn you can get even in the chair. Now we're going to switch to a sumo row. Feet wider apart, one dumbbell. As we're coming down, you want to keep your back flat and straight up. So you're going to grab the dumbbell at the top, down, and straight up. Again, this is not a fast move. Keep your core tight and your back flat. Make sure you're not going to slide off the front of the chair. Very good. We're almost 30 seconds into it. Again, all these exercises can be done standing as well. Go watch in the upper corner for what that looks like if you're not sure. Five seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Put your dumbbell down for the time being. We're going to switch to an ab exercise. We're going to do a seated bicycle. So for this one, opposite hand, opposite leg. Keeping your core tight, you're lifting your leg. If you're really feeling into it, instead of your knee, you can come down and go for your ankle. If that's too much, just come back to the knee. Keep it going. We're starting to work in those side oblique muscles in the core as well. Lifting the legs gets the lower muscles in the core, in the stomach area. Good strong midsection really helps to keep your back safe. No back injuries, helps you with just every movement that you do actually comes from the midsection. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, the next movement is a squat. Again, you can always do that standing. You can check out the upper corner to see what that looks like. From the chair, it's pretty much getting up out of the chair. So up and down. Up, make sure your chair doesn't slide back when you're doing this, and that you can sit on it again. You don't want to sit there and rest either. You just want it to be kind of a touch and go. Make sure you're keeping your torso tight. Pull those tummy muscles in. We got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Coming back down into the chair. This is called either a figure 8 or a side row. So pretend you're in a rowboat. You're going to hold the dumbbell like this, and you're going to take your oar First on one side, then come around on the other side. Again, we're hitting those muscles that are on the side of our tummies, called obliques. Getting our shoulders in with this one as well. Make sure you're not arching your back or hunching your shoulders. Keep everything going in here flat. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now we're going to bring it up to a side tilt. You can do this with or without dumbbells. I'm going to demo it with dumbbells. You're just going to let your arms hang to the side. We're going to go to the left first. So it's to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and you can just alternate. Now, as always, you don't have to follow my timing. If you want to go a little bit slower, do so. Make this workout your own. If you feel like I'm not going fast enough and you want to go a little faster, you can do that as well. Although with most of these exercises, going faster is not necessarily better. We're working on lengthening and stretching our muscles and strengthening them in that way. 3, 2, 1, and stop. The next movement that we're going to do is a bent over row. So you're going to have your feet flat on the ground. You're going to bend from the hip flexors and pull from the elbows. Both arms. And this is working our back muscles as well as our shoulder muscles, strengthening our arms. This is a good all-around upper body movement here. Again, if you're standing for this one, make sure your back is flat and your knees are slightly bent. You don't want to ever lock your knees out if you're doing a standing exercise. Doing such an awesome job out there. I can see you from here. You're going, when is this going to be over? In 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Now, we're going to do another pulling exercise. Don't need the dumbbells for this one. What we're going to do is we're going to reach up like we're going to grab something and pull it down. And as we do that, we're going to first bring right knee up, then left knee up. Accentuate that pull. Like you're pulling an elastic band. You want to bring your knee as high as you can. Very good. 15 seconds left. Almost there. Awesome job. And remember, you can always stop and rest if you have to. If you find you're getting out of breath or a little lightheaded, take a breather, and when you're feeling better, jump back in with us. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, next movement. We're going to do a single arm alternating dumbbell ground to overhead. So how this works, we're going to do right arm first, up, left arm, up, right arm, up, left arm. We're going to lead with our elbow when we're pulling that up. Awesome, you guys. Again, we're not running races with this, so you don't have to go crazy. What I do want you to do, though, is make it one motion. Don't stop here and then flip up. Make it one solid motion, ground to overhead. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and stop. The last movement that we're going to do coming up here, we don't need the dumbbells for this. If any of you out there are swimmers, you'll find this is similar to a butterfly stroke. You want to have your feet sturdy on the floor. We're going to start with our hands palm out, down by our sides. And then we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together in the back. So here we go. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring your arms up around. Come down in front. Back to your side. Round, back to the side. Make that first motion very strong. You squeeze your shoulder blades together. Do not rush this movement. We're not in the water, so we're not going to sink. But this is both strengthening our back and improving the range of motion of our shoulders. Pull back and around. Back and around. Back and around. Back and around. Back down. 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, that is the end of the workout. We're going to spend just a little bit of time stretching out and cooling down a little bit. So if you want to take a moment to grab a drink. See, I even have my name on my bottle. So we're going to start. Take your right leg, stretch it out, put the heel on the floor, and lean forward just a little bit. Not so much that you're in danger of falling off your chair. We don't want that. And we're going to hold this for about 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch legs. Put the other heel out. Lean forward towards that toe. If you're prone to dizziness when you bend over, don't lean too far forward. You can still stretch that hamstring without creating dizziness for yourself. There we go. In 3, 2, 1. Come back up. You're going to take your left arm, bring it across your body. Take your right arm, bring it up underneath, support that shoulder, and stretch. And you're going to be pointing your fingers and stretching in that direction. And 3, 2, 1. Bring that arm down. Take your right arm across your body. Bring your left arm up underneath to support it. Reach that hand towards the wall and stretch that shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Now we're just going to shoulder roll towards the front 10 times. And then shoulder roll backwards 10 times. And that's the end of our workout for the day. Thank you for joining me for this week's workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Send me feedback. I love to hear feedback. Did you like it? Would you like to see more incorporating the chair in the workouts? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Visit my website. I've got some new projects going, and I'm about to launch a whole new program for online training for people. It'll be a classroom style training using Zoom. So something new, something to help people with this ongoing quarantine, having to stay at home, gyms being closed. We're stepping up what we're doing. So visit me, see my projects, and send me feedback. I love to hear from you. Thank you, and have a great day.